Hey folks, Dino here again. This time taking a look at another deluxe Transformer. This time it's Airazor. Now, Airazor is, I want to say, one of the better ones in this line. Again, being a deluxe, she's only £18. Her Hawk mode suffers, but for all the right reasons to make the robot mode look fantastic, which is how it should be. Most people are going to be displaying this. They use the transformation mostly just to kill a bit of time. It's basically puzzle solving, is all the transformations are. But yeah, this this figure is honestly one of the closest to the actual show model, and that's saying something. A bit of a controversial figure as well, or a controversial character, I should say, because in the English dub, Airazor is female. In the Japanese dub, Airazor is male. But in both cartoons, Airazor has a relationship, or presumed relationship, with Tigertron. So yeah, bit ahead of the curve there. But yeah, in terms of cards, I got Megatron this time, which I'm quite happy with. Megatron is looking quite looming there. Is that the word? And if you pull it back, you get possibly a glimpse into his past. He's sort of in gladiator sort of design, with a new shoulder piece and a shield and an axe. Quite hard to see on camera, but it is there. But yeah, a decent card. Bit of the more boring reveals in the background, but it's there. It works. In terms of the box, you get a decent look at what is clearly not Airazor's actual mode, and a picture of her on the side looking very feminine. So I think they've decided on Airazor's gender by now. Strangely enough, got the Maximal symbol on her eagle head, which for obvious reasons they can't do that on the actual figure, because you would see that in beast mode. But yeah, looking really good. You can see a picture of the Nemesis crashed in the background, which is pretty decent. A deluxe class, and once again some digital renders there. You can see the beast mode not looking too bad there. We'll find out if that's the case very shortly. Spoilers, it's not great. And Airazor in very yellowy colours, as well as the Maximal symbol still being on her chest, which is strange considering where it is on the actual figure. But hey-o, what you're going to do, get the box out the road and bring Airazor in. And yeah, this is almost spot on to the original show. The slender figure, not quite knowing if it's female or not. Obviously the show takes some liberties, like everything's flattened out and the wings disappear, but this is close enough as you can get it without it being unreachable. Is that the word? But yeah, in terms of colours or paint, I don't think there's that much on her. You've got some grey on the legs, some gold here, gold on her sort of blasters, which are a bit oversized. In the show, I think they were little tiny things that just appeared on her arms. In fact, I kind of think they just came straight out of her arms. I don't think they rendered anything, so maybe I'm just misremembering. Tiny little maximal symbol there. As you can see, it's on her arm instead of up here. Probably for the best. That's not accurate to the show anyway. Oh, and you've got some paintwork on her head. Her eyes, for me anyway, seem to be a bit cockeyed. But yeah, apart from that, it's totally fine. You will notice she has a beard. I think that's originally why the Japanese version of the show thought it was a male. But, what you gotta do. In terms of articulation, you can look up fairly well, which lends itself to her flight mode. Can't look down, can swivel and do a bit of tilt action. The arm is on a hinge, can do full 360 if it wasn't impeded by the wings. Can go out that far. Shoulder pad tends to come with it though. Can do just past 90 on the elbow. Does have a bicep rotation. And for the transformation you have this braking hand action, or braking wrist action. You do have waist swivel, which as far as I recall the other two did not have. Can kick out really far, partially because of the transformation. Can kick back, impeded a bit by the wings though. This can move out the way for reasons, even though it's almost completely unhindered. Really good bend at the knee. You do have this articulation joint for beast mode, but it's kind of loose. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea, because it makes her look as if she's broke her leg. And ball peg at the foot, which gives her a little bit of ankle tilt and rocker. But yeah, in terms of articulation, I think we're doing quite well with our Airazor. But yeah, let's get on to the bit that I always dislike. Oh, and before I forget, the wings can come out. They're completely free. You can do whatever you like with them. You can even move that in and have it coming over as a sort of shield for her. So yeah, pretty decent. Put that back there. So in terms of beast mode, here we go again. So what you want to do is this back piece, unpeg it all. You will notice there's a peg here. The wing actually fits into it quite easily and accordions out. You want to unpeg the tail and also her back. That will give you room to accordion her entire body up. You then fold the eagle head up like so. Sort of fit all that together, making sure not to miss the hole. So you peg all that in like so. Now we have some sort of bizarre eagle man, which the instructions actually show as a mode. Well, not the instructions, the original promo images actually show that as a mode. Freak of nature. So you want to keep You go like so, fold down those parts, bit of parts forming comes into effect here. You want to take our missile launchers and connect them to her legs instead, if they actually want to come out. There we go. So you peg that in like that. Now the arms, you're going to break her wrist and fit it into that gap that's created at the side. And it does actually have a little slot, so you're not just shoving them in there randomly. There we go. Believe it or not, we're nearly done. So what we're going to do is rotate the waist. I have just noticed something I haven't shown on Black Arachnia and Cheetor. But yeah, you want to pull that. This peg will go into this hole, like so. Move her leg like that into position. Move that all the way back. Click that all the way forward. And just repeat the process on the other side. Rotate all that, fit that into position. And accordion that up. And believe it or not, that is Airazor in her beast mode. Complete with moving, very stiff beak. So yeah, as I said, sacrifices were made for this beast mode in order for the robot mode to look much better. I mean, like so, it looks great when you're hiding the actual robot bits. And you do have the stand peg, which just fits very nicely like so. And there you have Airazor flying. Look at it from any other angle but up, however, and things fall apart. They even have the nerve to show a sort of perched mode like this, which, yeah, that's clearly just a folded up robot. I'm sorry, but there's no hiding that. That's just a robot sitting. So yeah, the only time this beast mode really looks good is in flight from above. So yeah, as I said, not the best looking robot mode ever, but I would rather they make sacrifices on the beast mode if it makes the robot mode look 10 times better. And I realised I've just started re-transforming this guy or girl before actually saying anything. So you bring the legs back down, swivel them at the knee, and swivel the foot back into place. Then you rotate her at the waist, pop off her cannons, bring out her wrists, unbreak them, bring up her shoulder pads, pop out the top, and rotate her robot mode head back over. There we go. That last bit was a bit strong of a joint, accordion her back down. There we go. And the beast mode head will just fit onto that peg. Plug that piece back on. And then you're going to want to accordion the wings up, fold, fold again. That will just naturally sit in that peg slot. Then bring the rest of the wing, fold that completely in. Same on the other side. And just like that, Airazor is back in robot mode. And yeah, like I said, in her beast mode, she does have that 5mm peg. So you can unaccordion her wings, bring in the stand, and you can then have Airazor in flight. And this isn't the strongest stage on the planet. There you go. Just a quick little flight mode there. I'm really liking that they've got those pegs on most of the figures. I did miss it on Cheetor and Black Arachnia, but they are there. I'll show them in a second. So yeah, just put all that back in and give her back her arm launchers. I think I've called them like 5 different things in this one video. But yeah, there we have Airazor back in robot mode. And yeah, let's bring in the rest of the cast so far. So yeah, as you can see with Black Arachnia, she does have a peg, which is very difficult to see right there. And Cheetor's just, the stand goes up his bum, because why not? And yeah, that is a nice little set starting to amass here. Very happy so far. So yeah, folks. Just moving the rest of the figures out of the way. So yeah, definitely another figure I would recommend. So until next time, folks, I shall see y'all later.